The number of migrants in Denver continues to climb. Right now, more than 3,800 migrants are being sheltered by the city.
And in the nation's capital, a bipartisan bill to curb immigration is dead. That bill tied aid to Ukraine and Israel to the policy changes at the southern border and failed to vote in the Senate after House Speaker Mike Johnson declared it DOA in the House because he said it didn't do enough. Former President Trump had been pushing congressional Republicans to reject it, and, well, Denver Mayor Mike Johnston had plenty to say about the bill's failure.
That bill did not fail because they couldn't find a solution that would solve the problem. The bill failed because they did find a solution that would solve the problem. And that was the most threatening of all to Donald Trump. And he intervened with House Republican leadership to kill that bill just so this crisis would continue, just so he thinks he has a better chance of re-election.
Mayor Johnston went on to say that these types of decisions are causing people and cities to suffer. He went on to say when voters head to the polls, these are the types of decisions they should remember.
And as of Monday, Denver says it has supported more than 38,000 people who cross the southern border at a cost of more than $42 million. The city is currently operating 9 shelters for migrants.
Meanwhile, neighboring Lakewood is debunking myths over its migrant response.
Denver 7's Claire Lavazorio finding out how a conversation between the two cities led to rumors that spiraled out of control.
Lakewood and Denver are separated by Sheridan Boulevard. As neighboring cities, that's why the mayor of Lakewood says it's an important conversation to be had. As the mayor of the third largest city in the metro, Wendy Strom knows the migrant crisis isn't confined to Denver city limits.
What we know is that we do have migrants in our community already. We have migrants in our schools already.
Strom sees it as a regional issue that requires a regional conversation. That conversation between Denver and Lakewood city leaders sparked this emergency town hall Tuesday night, with hundreds of people showing up to voice their concerns over how Lakewood is handling the situation. Tonight, Mayor Strom setting the record straight and shutting down misinformation over Lakewood's stance on the migrant response.
I believe that making Lakewood into a sanctuary city is a huge mistake.
That is not happening. That is not a conversation that we have had. We are not discussing it. We will not be voting on becoming a sanctuary city.
Strom says another myth involves housing migrants in Jefferson County schools.
In fact, they're not even zoned for someone to be living in them.
Strom says the meeting between leaders offered meaningful insight into how nonprofits, faith-based organizations, and volunteers can help, and she doesn't want that to be misconstrued.
No one was talking about spending tax dollars. We just wanted to learn more.
In Lakewood, I'm Claire Lavazorio for Denver 7.
The City of Lakewood will continue its migrant discussion at its February 12th council meeting.
New tonight, UC Health sharing the impact of newly arrived migrants on their hospital system. Over the past 3 months, they estimate 5,800 new migrant patients received care at one of their locations, up 69% from the same period last year. They say migrants accounted for 28,000 ER visits, outpatient appointments, and hospital admissions over the last 3 months. That is a 92% increase from last year.